Hi.
Oh,
So good to see both of you all together. Welcome to all of you all. We have Charlotte who is joining us from Thailand, and we have Mario who is joining us from Italy,
from Rome.
from Rome.
Hello, namaste.
Right. So, guys, today we are in for a very interesting conversation. And as you have been seeing, I've been posting amazing Ganesh idols, which have been handcrafted by Mario. And each of them, he's made it passionately and with a lot of love and affection that he has for Lord Ganesha using the best of South Sea pearls. And he will be talking to us all about his passion and his journey in making these wonderful work of art. Let's hear from you that how did you know that the world of gems and jewelry was a true calling, and how did the passion turn around?
Well, I would like to start to say that I started from the age of 19. At 19, I was in Antwerp selecting diamonds. I spent 1.5 years there learning every aspect of the diamond itself. At the age of 21, they sent me to Japan
Mm-hmm.
to promote the company and to sell the diamonds. So I spent about 8 years in Japan. While I was in Japan, I learned and I fell in love with the Akoya pearls and South Sea
Right.
pearls. So I guess in 87, yes, around 87, I went to Thailand for holidays. Beautiful country. I love Thailand. And I noticed that all the jewelry shops, though were very, very active, they had no pearls. So I thought that could be a good idea to bring the pearls from Japan into Thailand. And in one of my trips to Hong Kong, I met Charlotte. And well, I fell in love with that girl. She was a
Nice.
girl at the time. I
Mm-hmm.
begged her to come with me to Thailand, and that's how our adventure began. So
Wow.
we were all over places in Bangkok, try to promote the South Sea pearls.
Nice, very interesting. And Charlotte, let's hear about your story. Like since you've been helping Mario, so how did you turn around the whole passion with these exclusive work of art?
Well, when we were in Thailand, we were just wholesaling the pearls to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
and then we saw that there was a lack of imagination with the shops, and I'd go back to Mary and say, oh, I can't sell them any pearls anymore. They still got the pearls from last time, and he said, okay, I've got ideas. I'm gonna start making jewelry, and he did, and he started with crazy pieces like a chess set,
Right.
and I'm like, oh God,
Yes.
who's gonna buy that? It's amazing, but it was a winner. It was a winner design. People really loved it. I mean, no one had ever seen anything like that
Wow.
before. And he did start with also very simple jewelry, but then it got more elaborate, lots of stones, lots of setting. Yeah, and when you work with pearls every day, you fall in love with them. It's
Yes.
a special gem. It's not hard like a stone. It's got beautiful texture, beautiful touch. And yeah, so then we became addicted. Hey, Mario. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because also every piece of jewelry we started to produce in the beginning automatically went sold out. So we went, wow, so we that's we loved it. We loved it.
Yes.
It was quite an interesting adventure.
Right.
Lord Ganesha, it's
Yes. So let's talk about Lord Ganesha because I remember visiting you at the Hong
uh,
Kong show, and
yeah,
that's the time.
yeah,
And that's the time
yeah.
I remember, that you have this amazing Lord Ganesha by your window display, which immediately caught my attention. So let's
Mm.
hear how did the journey of Lord Ganesha start about?
Well, I think my adventure with Lord Ganesha started when I was 11, because at school we had this Indian guy who was the son of some embassy people. And well, although we had in our books and copybooks, all our football hero, he had a printed drawing of Lord Ganesha. So we were giving him a hard time. His name was Ramesh or Sutidesh or something like that. I can't remember.
Right.
So we were calling him Ramesha Ganesha. But
Okay.
the guy was very good in English because he was an English speaker, and we had to take care of him so that he could help us in all the homeworks and translations at school and, you know, all these kind of things. So I guess the Lord Ganesha was already inside of me. Then in Thailand, there was also this beautiful Indian temple. There is this beautiful Indian temple in Silom Road, and with a lot of Indians images and Lord Ganesh. And so I guess while I was in Bangkok in the office working with the clay around
Yes.
an elephant made with pearls, I don't know, I had an instinct, or I had something that gave me the idea that, I mean, from there, working with the clay, a Ganesha Lord came out of
Wow.
our working place. So I thought, wow, this is beautiful. And you know, the funny thing is also that our first Hong Kong show, we had Lord Ganesha, and then in the window of Lord Ganesha, there were lots of jewelry. A lady from Mauritius came in and bought all the window.
Nice.
So we named him our hero Ganesha, and from there we decided to produce more of them. You
Nice.
see. So, and also when you see these pieces, you can see they have all
Yes.
8 or 9 pearls,
Okay.
because it's important also the perfection of the numbers. So we
Okay.
try to close everything in a kind of how can I say, in a kind of beautiful story with beautiful numbers, so
Right.
that we can receive more luck, more
Wow.
wisdom
How
from
lovely.
the Lord Himself. So
Nice.
that's more or less of how the story went.
Wow, beautiful. And can you talk to us about the detailing of any of the pieces that Charlotte was holding?
Okay, sure, of course. Um, uh, um, our
Start with this.
pieces have been told.
Yeah.
Pieces have been told they are kind of joy for the eyes.
Yes.
Look, all the diamonds you see, all the stones you see in every piece, I selected personally because I have story of diamonds. I know
Wow.
diamonds. I know
Okay.
that diamonds, to shine, they need proportions.
Yes.
If diamonds have no proportions, they don't sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make sure that all these stones have the right proportions,
Beautiful.
so that once they are set, they they sparkle with light.
Yes.
And when Charlotte moves them, you can see that they are sparkling. They
Yes.
still have they have a lot of life in it.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
we take care
Okay.
very much about the quality, the finish, the proportions. The piece is important.
Wow.
So you cannot leave anything aside. It's something
Wonderful.
important. You have to put what is important. That's how I believe it has to go.
And what is that beautiful pendant that she's holding? It's a mouse, or it's Lord
No,
Ganesha.
no, 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 no. This is our baby Ganesha.
Baby
This is
Ganesha.
this is our little Ganesha. We have baby Ganesha, we have joyful Ganesha, and we
Wow.
have praying Ganesha, plus our hero Ganesha.
Wonderful.
You see? And so there is a little cashew pearl
Yes.
in his hand with the body made of a big pearl, a big sparkling pearl with a nice coating, always nice quality pearls.
Yes.
Because I have to select, because otherwise you don't get the final result.
Yes.
It's a lot of work behind it.
Oh,
That's
yes.
why probably I mostly stay
Like,
in the office, and
Wow.
Charlotte goes and say, look at the
Wonderful.
finishing of it.
Yes.
And, and also, everything you have to pay attention to every particular, you know, every little piece of it. Otherwise, the piece is not interesting
Yes.
anymore.
So we can see that you have the crown very beautifully placed. You also have the detailing on the trunk, every
Yeah.
minute aspect. So tell me, have you studied and done some research on Lord Ganesha, or it just comes from the core of your heart as to how
No,
beautiful it should be?
no, it comes from my experience. I guess I always had it inside as, but
Nice,
you know, I admire a lot the Indian culture. I
nice.
believe the Indians are the Italians of Asia because they have their own culture, they have their own fashion, they live in families,
Right.
cousins, and just like us, just
Yes.
like us. You
Right.
know, I visited Bombay, and though there is all that going on in Bombay, uh, I find it a happy town. I
Yes.
find Indians, I find Bombay in the hands of the Indians. The Indians love Bombay. They live in Bombay. They live the whole town, everything, every aspect of it.
Yes.
Um,
Absolutely.
even my wife, she visited India, and she went to Kashmir and a lot of places like that, Srinagar, and you know, and so I like to follow the you know, I read a beautiful book. It was called Shantaram,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw movies like Three Idiots,
Wow.
Lions, Traffic Lights. So, so that's probably sometime where the idea comes from. I use a lot of Baroque pearls,
Yes.
like Charlotte is showing you this piece. Now,
Yes.
Baroque pearls have their own identity. They're
Mm-hmm.
all different from each other. Another Baroque similar, you cannot find two Baroque alike. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot find them. And you see, this pearl was born to be a leopard. If you see the distance between the ears, if
Mm-hmm.
you add a millimeter there,
Wow.
it's not a leopard anymore. So, and it is, so what I mean to say, a piece like that cannot be repeated. It's not
Yes.
something you put on and people, can I have five?
Yes.
Impossible. I
Wow.
cannot. Impossible. So
Beautiful.
I have one piece and that's it. You like it, please take it. You don't like it, never mind.
Wow. Wonderful.
Now, this is also, if you look at this one, also the way it sparkles when Charlotte moves. Charlotte moves it on
Wow.
the back of it. You can see
Yes.
the one
One.
pearl of this shape. How can you find another pearl like that? Totally difficult, totally difficult. Then might be something else, cannot be a swan anymore. I I I made this swan because first of all the swan is a kind of represents fidelity, represents peace, represents grace.
Mm-hmm.
But also when I was 5, I asked my mom,
Mm-hmm.
how do babies come into the world? And
Mm-hmm.
she told me, a swan brings them.
Wow.
In the Italian tradition, swans carry babies, so give
Okay.
life, bring life. So
Okay.
that's
Wonderful.
also this owl. This is one piece pearl.
One
How
piece.
can I? Yes, it's one piece
Wonderful.
pearl. How can I find another pearl like this to prepare all the rest around that says I'm an owl? See,
Wonderful.
so another piece like this cannot be done. Cannot.
So,
It's totally impossible.
right.
Or the
Wow.
elephant. You see the shape on the profile of the pearl, and then a little bit of adjustment with stones and gold, and an elephant face came in. You see,
Wonderful.
so all this creation I've done like when you are on the piano and you start a note, and you start another note and another note, then at the end you prepare a song. So it's in a way it's the same with us. With I have the pearl, I look at it, I play with it, I had this, I had that, all done with the clay, because I
Wonderful.
cannot
You
draw.
cannot.
I don't have
Wow.
patience for drawing. So I
Wonderful.
like to play more with my hand and do this and do that. And then a parrot came out. And just
Wonderful. Oh my God.
then around you put colors of stones and diamonds and gold. I use a lot of pink gold, because white gold to me looks like silver. Yellow gold is too common.
Yes.
Pink gold is really beautiful. It's
Right.
really, so
Right.
these are more or less our
So, Mario, I have a question for you. So, I believe that each of your collection has a beautiful story. Like, for example, you shared the story of Lord Ganesha, you shared the story of the swan. So, each piece has a beautiful story. So, how does the whole idea and the inspiration come? And most importantly, how do you source these rare, unique Baroque pearls, that gives you this instant idea that yes, from this, the owl has to be made. From this, a parrot has to be made, for example. How does the whole creativity comes?
Well, when I started with the South Sea pearls over 30 years ago, were very difficult to find them on the market. There were no South Sea pearls.
Okay.
So we had to go to remote places of Australia to find them, to look for them. And we started to collect them in these trips that sometimes take, I mean, after Broome, you go in the car, really, really remote places. Sometimes you look at these places that feel like not even men have ever been there. They are wonderful places. So at the time we started like this. Today there is more availability on the market of South Sea pearls. So
Mm-hmm.
the whole concept a little bit changed. But at the time was a real adventure, and I think we can call ourselves the pioneers of
Wow.
South Sea pearls.
Yes, indeed,
So.
you are a pioneer of South Sea pearls.
Uh,
Charlotte holding in a hand. That's a beautiful two pigeons. What birds are those?
The two
these are
birds,
Mm-hmm.
little lovebird, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and on a heart, we've got blue sapphires one side,
Okay.
graduated, dark light, and on the other side, we have the pink sapphires graduated. Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Wonderful. And
so
again, Mario, this is just one piece bird shape Baroque pearl that you discovered, and it instantly gave you an idea this of the of making it a bird shape.
yeah, for instance, if you look at this also, you saw the birds before, and
Yes.
then you see these birds. It's a totally different concept in the idea of the jewel. I relay a lot on nature because I love nature, and we are part of this beautiful nature. And I wanted to put a black and a white one
Wow.
together, uh,
Lovely.
to just to tell that love is universal. Love
Yes.
is for everyone. There is a beautiful song from the Beatles. All you need is love.
Yes.
So I rely a lot on music too,
Lovely.
because it gives me a bit of inspiration. Or
Yes,
so
absolutely. Wow.
this owl ring. One side is awake.
Okay.
The other side, the other
Okay.
side
Mm-hmm.
is sleeping. So
Wonderful.
up to your mood. You wear it like this or you wear it like that. And every time
Wonderful.
you wear, it looks a different jewel
Yes.
because one side is sleeping, the other side is shaking
Awake.
around.
Wonderful. Really wonderful.
The treasure garden ring. This ring is also, if you can look at it, it all moves. The butterfly moves.
Okay.
The 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 flower moves. The ladybird moves. So it's a big ring. It's a big ring. I think I call it as a painting. For me, it's like a painting, but it's something because of its movements. When you put it on your hand, it
Okay.
floats with your hand. It moves with your hands. It's not just stiff. It goes perfectly on your hand. So it's
Wonderful.
something that even 10 years later, you can take it and wear it, and it's still an actual piece. It doesn't go into, it doesn't get old.
Wow.
or lady dragon. This is the dragonfly.
Mm-hmm.
All the movement of the wings, of the tails, all the diamonds around that
Yes.
sparkle. I mean, how many can I find of pearls like this to make this dragonfly?
Yes.
I find it, well, it's not because it's our job, but I have a passion and I find that all amazing, amazing. When
Absolutely.
things come out from the workplace, I'm astonished because wow, because when I see it on the clay, it's one thing. When it's finished and it's polished and it's prepared, you have a satisfaction inside.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely.
or the little mice. The mice is
Wow.
something you can wear it on jeans. You
Yes.
can go and pick up your kid at school with it. You can go
Right.
and do the shopping in the supermarket with it because it's very easy wearing kind of or this
What are these?
these pigeons, you see.
Okay.
Well, the pigeon, all the finishing of it, and at the end I put two rubies because of pigeon blood. It's the pigeon blood, and
Okay.
pigeon represent also fertility, prosperity, fortune. So there is a message
There
behind
is a
it.
message behind it.
There must be a message because I received this message from somewhere into my head,
Wow.
and
Beautiful.
you see, this recalled Indian style. I
Yes.
like because I like I like a lot the Indian style, the Indian way of in the 70s in Italy we had all these Hare Krishna movements, and I was 18 or something, and we like to run after it.
Yes.
No, I was 15, and from the 70 to 75, there were all the Hare Krishna movements, and we like to run after them, to sing with them,
Yes.
to dance with them.
Yes.
They were giving us a feeling of freedom, you
Wow.
know. So
Wow. Look at that peridot.
yeah, the
Yeah,
peridot are
beautiful.
beautiful there with and you see the sparkling. When Charlotte
Yes.
moves them, you can see the
Yes.
sparkling of the old piece.
Yes, absolutely. So, Mario, you have so much of inspiration from India. So,
Yeah.
have you made a trip to India, or are you planning to come to India anytime soon?
Well, I was twice in Mumbai. I loved it. I had the time of my life. I
Right.
enjoy it because it's raw and it's actual, it's real, it's free, it belongs, like I said
Yes.
before, it belongs to the Mumbai people.
How
You see,
lovely. Yes.
people leave the town and live in the town. They sleep like this, they sleep like that. They embrace the town. It's
Yes.
our town, and I find it. I don't know. I find it romantic. I find it fantastic. That's
Beautiful.
this. This also come out from a song. There is
Okay.
an Italian song that says that. Listen, my darling, not every rain is a storm. So
Mm-hmm.
I was preparing this and listening to these words, I had the idea of preparing the rain under with the moon
Mm-hmm.
shining on top,
Mm-hmm.
like to say, let the rain go, because above the moon is shining. Whatever happens to you, whatever
Wow.
troubles you go through in your life, because we all go through trouble sooner or later, put it aside because the moon is there shining for you. So
Wonderful.
this I try to give positivity or messages, love
Yes.
message
Yes.
to the this is
Wonderful.
our sunburst. It's
Okay.
made of orange moonstones,
Yes.
and I think it's a piece that on a sari would
Wow.
be really beautiful. Every part of it is really controlled, taken care of it. Even if you turn the piece,
Mhm.
the quality of it when you turn it. It's
Right.
nice, it's clean.
Yes.
So, well, it takes a lot of efforts, a lot of love into
Wow.
this, a lot of
Yes, it does. And you know what?
uh,
What we can actually see the love, effort, and the passion emitting out from each and every piece that you've shown us so far. You know, as you mentioned, the story of positivity and the energy,
yes.
we can see it. You know, we can definitely see it. And that exactly, I believe, caught me when I was passing by your booth at the Hong Kong show. And
Yeah, 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 yeah,
and I
yeah,
immediately had to stop by and to come and see your collection.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
That's the first time we met.
yes. So tell me, are all these pieces available for?
We can, Charlotte, why don't you
No, well, we
explain how?
went before in the shows, and we're selling also to stores. But
Mhm.
now with everything changing,
Yes.
we're doing Instagram. Everything is Instagram these days. A
Okay.
website, send a
Right.
message, something that you like that I've posted. Just send a message, and I'll get back and let you know
Perfect.
what's available.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. So that means
Mario's
most of the
also happy
pieces,
to.
right? And that means most of these pieces, in fact, all of these pieces are available for sale if anybody's interested, you know, to invest in Ganesha or any of your beautiful, meaningful jewelry.
Yeah. Oh, and we have
Wonderful.
more than this
Yes.
too. This is just a small
Oh,
collection I brought home
yes.
for
Yes.
tonight's chat. Yeah.
And moving on, you know, you've shown us such amazing pieces. So, what is your signature style and which is one of your favorites, Mario?
Well, I guess my favorite is the one I still have to make. But having said that, I have a jumbo Baroque pearl of 20,
Okay.
more than 23 millimeters. This
Wow.
pearl has been sitting in the safe for over 25 years. I didn't show it to anyone. I didn't want to sell it because I knew what it was going to be. Already the pearl was a turtle, already
Okay.
the pearl. You just needed to put a little face and little hands, and it's it. You see, look the size, the coating, the
Yes.
luster of this pearl. You cannot find another pearl like this
Wonderful.
in a thousand years. You won't find in
Wow.
a thousand years. So it's one
Wonderful.
piece. Because
So,
you see, stone can be recut, pearls
yes.
cannot. The way
Yes.
they come out of the oyster, they only washed, and that's it. They cannot, you cannot touch them. So
Wow. Wonderful.
that's why I find why I find my job not boring at all. But
Yes.
every time, and when I open the safe and I look at them, wow, I feel good.
How lovely. I think that's all your passion from inside, you know, which you feel, and that's how your pieces turn out to be so wonderful.
Mm. Yeah. No,
That's
then you see, I follow a lot fashion. I love fashion,
hmm
so I try to create things that also go together with
hmm
fashionable women.
right.
And whenever I make a piece, I try to my on my wife. I try it on
Uh-huh.
Charlotte. And I
Lucky
have to
her.
tell you, I have to tell you that sometimes some peas sleeps in a treasury box.
Okay. Absolutely. So Charlotte,
Yeah. Yes.
which is your favorite piece? Let's see, what are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Well, I've got this dragon. This dragon is
Okay.
beautiful. Yeah. I love
Right.
the dragons. I
And
love the
Yeah.
Ganesh. You know, for me, you know, you go out and you wear this. It's stunning. Um,
yes.
I
The
love all the
dragon
pieces. I love
inspiration.
the parrots. You know, this one. Wow,
Wow. That
that's
looks so
beautiful. I
stunning.
love that.
Yes.
Yes, there's many that are tucked away somewhere, but also these earrings, gorgeous. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. So I think Mario is completely right when he says that, you know, whenever he makes a new piece of jewelry, he always first tries it on Charlotte because they look so phenomenal on you.
And also,
Thank you.
another thing is also that she's very critical because she has to wear it. And so she comes to me and say, you cannot wear it like
Yes.
this, because it's that, because so I have to adjust it in the
Yes.
way that the lady can wear it properly.
Wow.
You
Wow.
see? So it's
That's
a combined creation in a way because she helps
right.
very much.
Yes, absolutely. So, guys, in case if you have any questions for Mario and for Charlotte, or if you have a request to see any particular piece, please let us know. And they will be more than happy to share their journey and to show some of the exclusive pieces. And till we wait from our audience, Mario, is there any message that you would like to share with our audience about your experience in the industry so far?
Pieces I make are, like I said before, they carry message. They have a soul. I believe every piece I make has a soul. Once you wear one piece, you won't go to a party and have another
Wow.
person with the same piece.
Wow.
You will stand out because
Yes.
people will look at you, will look at these pieces, and it happened. Also, it happened to Charlotte wearing it, or other ladies I sold things to, and they tell me, oh, people came and look at my hand and say, wow, wow, wow. You know,
Wow.
well, many other brands, more or less, they have the same ring. The same, and when you go to a party and you have another lady with the same ring, you turn the ring upside down, almost hiding because you have a
Yes.
kind of competition there.
Yes.
But
Yes.
when you have our pieces, that's
Yes.
it. That's
Wonderful.
it.
Yes,
It's a
wonderful.
dream.
Absolutely, it is a dream. And Charlotte, some word of advice or message that you would like to talk about your experience?
Say that to wear jewelry is a part of your let's say your own fashion. You create your
Right.
own fashion. I think
Absolutely.
there's a lot of status on mass production big brands. You know, everyone's got to have that pendant from that brand or that bracelet from that brand. And I think that's a bit sad, really. You know, it's like a uniform. So I think that, you know, people need to show their creativity, and by wearing like a special piece from us or from other
Yes.
independent jewelers or designers, I think it gives them, you know, shows more creativity in your personality perhaps too. I
Yes,
don't know.
absolutely.
Also,
Yes,
wearing a unique piece stand you out like a unique person.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
always a great conversation starter, as Mario mentioned, someone asking you, hey, your ring is so different, so unique. So each of your pieces, whether you wear a Ganesha pendant or you wear the beautiful swan, each piece is a conversation starter, which will definitely invite many compliments.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Well, I had a lot,
yes, of course.
haven't we, Mary? We have a lot of feedback. You know that they have envious eyes on them when they're wearing some
Wow,
special good. Yeah.
Well,
lovely.
but let me tell you also one little thing. I work with some people, and it happened to me to see some of my pieces on the red carpet. I
Wonderful.
recognized the piece on the red carpet, and I was astonished. I was astonished. It's gives you a lot of satisfaction,
Yes,
a
yes,
lot of
absolutely.
satisfaction, and
Absolutely.
also a lot of wanting to go on, to continue, to you know. So
Yes, it always
Yes.
inspires you to keep on striving higher and higher.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Go more,
And the
try more and
Ganesh,
more.
you know,
Yes,
you'll be
Charlotte.
amazed that with the Ganesh, you know, we when we started, we thought, oh, you know, this is great for the Indian market, you know, and
Yes,
Indian clients, but not just Indian clients. You know, we've had
really.
Taiwanese, we've had Chinese, we've had
Wow,
Russian, we've had Italian, we've had
wow.
Eastern European, Kazakhstan. Yeah, so you know, actually, you know, your Lord Ganesh is loved by not just Hindus, but
Right.
by one, you know, from
By
all
the whole
different
world,
cultures.
But
by the
yeah,
whole
Yeah,
global.
world.
Wonderful.
yeah, yeah,
Wonderful.
it's a beautiful and
So you're
story
saying, Charlotte,
behind.
that you do have Russian, Italian, Indonesian clients coming to you and purchasing Lord Ganesha. It's not just always Indians who want to know more about Lord Ganesha.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. I'm for sure that both of you all and the brand that's Buzzanca Jewelry has a strong connection with the Indian culture and the Indian roots. Probably something from the past life. I'm sure you guys must be Indian. You never know.
Well, might be. I come from Sicily, so we were dominated by the Arabs. So probably some Indian went into the Arab country and they came here. No, who knows?
Who
And
knows? Who knows?
also, we
Wonderful.
have a lot of Italians that have kind of dark skin, so very similar to Indians. And
Yes.
also, we like chickpeas, like
Chickpeas.
Indians. We like lentils. All this kind of
Yes,
food
yes,
that
yes,
I
yes.
mean, other countries maybe touch much less, but we are more into kind of spicy food, and
You're right,
maybe
right.
cooked in a different way, but the base of it is that one. You
Is
see.
absolutely. Yes. Thank you, Mario, and thank you, Charlotte. It's been a wonderful conversation to see your beautiful work of art and also to hear your amazing story. We've been
Okay.
having constant messages from audience in the comments where they're saying that your pieces are really wonderful and have left the
Thank
audience
you.
speechless. And they've also mentioned that each piece looks so pure and looks so honest. So basically, it's the purity and the honesty in your heart which is being shared through your beautiful work of art.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So, Charlotte, thank you very much. And I know it's very late for you. So, thank you for keeping awake for all of us. And Mario,
Yeah,
wish you a great health and you have a wonderful day ahead. And hopefully, we all shall meet very soon.
Same to you,
yes.
and same to all the audience. And namaste.
Thank you. Bye, Charlotte. Bye, Mario.
Ciao.
Bye.